let's have a chat about this book. Fair warning, this is going to be full of spoilers. And some spoilers from the next books as well. I have a lot of feelings about this book, and other books like it, that I'm not going to mention because we're not talking about this book, we're talking about this one right now. I don't even know where to begin. Okay, the first half of this book, I adored. Absolutely loved this book. I loved the characters mainly, like I mean, Feyre's kind of an idiot, but for the most part I liked all of the characters, and I loved Tamlin. I love Tamlin so much. He has like my whole heart. And Lucien, I really like Lucien as well. But I knew some things going into this book, like the fact that everyone ends up hating Tamlin because he becomes abusive, and that everyone loves Rhys because apparently he has good reasons for being the asshole that he is in this book. My main feelings about really disliking this book and other books like it is that these books are just perpetuating the idea that it's okay to be an asshole and to abuse women as long as you have a good reason for it. I'm sorry, what? Why is this a thing that people love so much? And also, why is it a thing that authors think they have to turn amazing, wonderful guys into abusive assholes? Like, everyone thinks he's abusive because he becomes controlling because of this new villain that comes in and wants to kill all the humans, and he feels very protective of Feyre because he saw her die in this one and then get turned into a fucking fairy, because that's a thing that happens. People keep telling me that Rhys has reasons, good reasons, for being the dickwad that he is in this book. And I feel like people just want an excuse to love dickholes. That's what I get out of this, is that authors and many people, because I have not heard any bad things about this book or this series. I have heard so many people love this book and love the abusive dickhole. And my friend said, oh, but he has good reasons for the evil things that he did in the first book. And I said, I don't know, he gave some reasons for it in the first book, and I thought they were pretty bullshit. He did not need to do the things that he did in order to protect her and the rest of the fairies. He could have done many different things that I can't think of right now, but there are many other things that he could have done that didn't involve making her get drunk on fairy wine so that she doesn't know what she's doing or what happened, while he, you know, doesn't touch her under her dress or anything, but still touches her and makes her sit in his lap and dance in front of everyone, and wear clothing that is ridiculously revealing that she's uncomfortable with, and makes her make a deal with him that she has to go to his fucking house for a week every month because he obviously wants to have sex with her, and she clearly doesn't because she's in love with Tamlin. And okay, the other stuff that he did where he was like murdering people is probably because, you know, he was under her spell and he couldn't not do it. So whatever, I guess maybe we'll give that a pass. But the other stuff that he did directly to Feyre, he did not need to do, and it was an asshole move. Asshole. And I feel like in my mind, unforgivable. He did not need to do those things. If someone did that to me and was holding me close and touching my waist and my hips, especially when I can't even remember it, and all I can see the next day is smudged paint where I know that he touched me and that he liked it, and then I was not even aware of what was going on, and then he told me, oh, I had to do it to save the fairies. Fuck you! No, you did not need to do it to save the fairies. There's so many other things that you could have done. The other thing that bugged me about this book was that she died and then they turned her into High Fae. Eh? What? Since when is that a thing that can be done? Pretty sure it's not a thing. And if you think it is a thing, you should have mentioned it somewhere else in the book, because you just changed the rules of your own world. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. And also, how about just making her not die? she didn't have to die. And I also, up until they were mentioning that she was dead, I didn't even know that she died. I was like, oh, so she killed her. I didn't get that from that. I thought she was just beaten badly. And then I also just think it's stupid that now she's immortal. Poof. Great. Okay? I just thought it was the biggest cop-out ever. What? What? Really? Ugh. And then the other thing, on top of the fact that I don't want to dislike Tamlin, and that I don't want her to fall in love with Rhys, and for him, no, so I don't want to read those things, I don't feel inclined to continue because everything got resolved in this book. Feels like a standalone to me. I feel quite content having just read this book. Although not quite content, since I'm obviously super angry about a lot of stuff. I'm really disappointed, and I don't know what to rate it, because, for one, if I didn't know the things about Tamlin and Rhys in the next books, I would have liked this a lot more. Because I wouldn't be mad about all of the things that Rhys was doing, because, well, I would have been mad about it, but I would have just been mad about it in a way that I should have been mad about it when the book first came out and there weren't any other books out. I would have been like, oh, what a dickhole. And I wouldn't have been like, what a dickhole, I can't believe she fucking falls in love with him. And that everyone is okay with it. That's my biggest issue, is that everyone is okay with it. It's okay to be a raging asshole as long as you have a reason for it, apparently. Run away from the guy who's trying to protect you and into the arms of the guy who is forcing you into his home. I mean, ugh. I feel like that's all I have to say. Comment all of your things in the comments if you like. We can have a chat about it. I'll try really hard not to be angry when I reply to you. I'll be very we're just having a conversation. Just right now, I'm just talking at the camera, so it's super easy for me just to get worked up over things. So let's talk in the comments. I mean, if you really want me to read the next books, I mean, you can go ahead and spoil the shit out of it for me and try to convince me to read it. And if I think your reasons are valid, then maybe I'll read it. If you just say, oh, but you have to read it, it's so good, I'm not gonna read it. You have to tell me the reasons that Rhys was an asshole and that you think that makes it okay for me to consider it. So that's that. I don't know how I feel about this book, and I'm really sad because I was in love with it at the beginning, absolutely in love with it, loved the world, loved the way, I loved the pacing, I loved how slowly the relationship built, and I just ruined it. Everything just got ruined. Also, when we're talking about a series, and can we just not casually tell people all over social media who someone ends up with? And not casually talk about how characters change and stuff as if everyone has read it and knows what you're talking about? Because, I'm gonna be honest, when I first heard people saying these things, I didn't think it was a big deal. I was like, okay, well, whatever, I know who she ends up with. But when I was reading it, it was a big deal, and it was ruining my reading experience. So maybe people should be more careful when they do these things and when they say these things without even warning people. I guess that's all. I think I'm done now. Yeah.